Hello everyone, we are back and we have a really weird topic to talk about in today's video. Now before we start, please make sure to join the Hockey Brigade if you are new and do that by subscribing. Now let's get to it. So today's video will be about Joonas Korpisalo, the Columbus Blue Jackets goalie, and him delaying his military conscription in his native country of Finland. For those of you who don't know what a subscription is, it is defined as, quote, compulsory enlistment for state service, typically into the armed forces, end quote. And unfortunately for Korpisalo, Finland is one of the few European countries and one of the few countries in the world that still require it. From what I could find, it seemed like it wasn't a majority thing where most of the countries did conscription. So any man in Finland, the ages through 18 through either 27 or 28, couldn't find a for sure thing about that, have to serve in the Finnish military or some form of conscription for a variety of time. Now, the amount of time that an individual would have to spend in the military appears to vary, but regardless of the status, all healthy Finnish men do have to serve. So, for Korpi, that's kind of a problem. He is 27, soon to be 28, and it appears that the Finnish athlete, or just him in general, as well as some other goalies, not goalies, but just Finnish athletes around the world, are reaching that point where they're going to have to serve because they're running out of time. That start date would be Monday, April 11th of 2022. The only problem with that is that the Blue Jackets regular season doesn't even end until April 29th, and they could possibly even make the playoffs, causing even more of a problem because as of right now, they are just back of that wild card spot. I think they're just behind Boston. The Bruins have that little edge on them. So what is Korpisalo's response to all of this? He said in response to him leaving during in-season play, quote, "If they want to come get me, end quote." And that is in response to the Finnish government. If they want to come get him from America or Canada, wherever he'd be playing, they're going to have to come get him, take him back to Finland. I don't even know if you can do that, probably. But yeah, really interesting to see how that goes. We can see that he has no intention of leaving if the Blue Jackets are playing, whether that be the regular season or the playoffs. He is going to be around, which leads me to my next point. What is the punishment for this if you do not fulfill your conscription? Based off what I could find on the internet, it might not be reliable, but what I could find is this. You'd get 173 days in jail without parole. Now, if you served 120 days of conscription, that would be taken off of your jail total of 173 days, so you'd have 53 days to serve. So we're going to have to see how that plays out, meaning we're going to have to keep an eye out for it in the following months, see how this all goes, as the Blue Jackets would be down a goalie, and they normally have Korpi throughout the season, and I get it. You know, Joonas has not played extremely well the past few seasons, and he's had some really bumpy points in his career, but it would still stink to see him go, considering he is 4th all-time in Jackets goalies history in games played at 168, as well as 4th for wins by a Columbus goalie at 72 currently. So yeah, that is a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot of weird things to cover because you just never think you're going to have to cover conscription on a hockey channel, but I mean, it was kind of common, especially back in the Soviet Union, I believe that was required. So what are your thoughts on all this? Let me know down below. Personally, I hope it all works out for him and that he doesn't have to miss any time with the team during the regular season or the postseason because, yes, I'm a Blue Jackets fan and I would hate to have to see Korpi go. And I hope that he gets to serve all this in the offseason, and especially I hope he doesn't have to go to jail because obviously he's not a criminal or anything like that. It's just kind of bad timing, and he's a professional athlete, which, of course, your schedule's a nightmare. So, yeah, we'll have to see where that goes. Also, you know, join the Hockey Brigade. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You love hockey, all right? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.